What's going on, everyone? Gelman with Live Wealthy Stocks, back with another Tesla update video where we take a look at how Tesla stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we're looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what the stock could do. So you guys have killed it with the support lately, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button down below so you stay up to date with all my videos, and like this video so other people can see it. I really appreciate you guys, and comment down below if you are in Tesla or what your plans on Tesla are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down in the comment section. So wasting no more time, let me hit and we will get right into it. So as you can see, Tesla was down about 2.72% for the day, down about $17. Not too shabby though, considering the run it's had, and the overall market was pretty weak today. So taking a look at it from that perspective, it wasn't too bad of a day for Tesla. What we saw was, yesterday we kind of rallied into the close. We were in the 620s. After hours, when I made the video, we kind of rallied up to 630s, but we opened up a little bit lower, right? So we were, this line that I had drawn, kind of moving up a little bit. We gapped down just a little bit, so we went from the 620s to 610, and it looked like it was headed down, but then it came up, and we opened near the 618s. And then from that point on, it was kind of above VWAP, below VWAP, hitting up against it, trying to break it, come down, go up, broke it. And then this fall was pretty nasty here. It was from the 620s to 596. Wasn't looking too good here, right? But if we take a look at the indexes, a lot of indexes were pretty similar, kind of in the half point, and then it kind of turned around, and we kind of pushed up. So from that point on, we came up, hit up against VWAP, broke it, came right back down, and then we're kind of consolidating at VWAP, came down, and then kind of closed right at VWAP. So not a really action-filled day for Tesla. Was kind of around VWAP for most of the day, other than this fall here. And it was down about 2.72%. If we take a look at the NASDAQ, it was only down about 0.23%. If we take a look at the Dow, we were up 39 points, which is 0.13%, pretty flat though for the day. And then same thing with S&P 500, we were only down 0.12% for the day. So not really much of a movement, right? I cover Apple a lot, and you could see kind of the same fall and then the rise for Apple. The difference between Apple and Tesla is that Apple actually had a much nicer rise, sort of, kind of Amazon, but for Tesla, relative weakness, more so that it was flat for the day, flatter than, some of these other stocks. But, overall, not too bad. Let's take a look at our daily chart, and we'll kind of see what we see there. So, for those of you guys that have watched me for a while, that we're looking at this kind of level that Tesla was at, 400s, and then we pushed up, and we kind of have these two lines drawn, right? Kind of the trend that, that not Apple, but Tesla was following upward. To kind of see what our levels of support and resistance could be, and we were kind of hoping to bounce off of this level, but now that we are under it, right, that level ends up being a resistance point, and as you can see right there, we kind of hit up against it. It was kind of in the 620s, and we were not able to break back in this range, got rejected by it, right? So that's something to keep in mind. This line I drew by simply taking the kind of the end of the candle on 1116, join it with the candle on 12.2, and then it also hits 12.10, the bottom of 12.10. Now I drew it a while ago, right? So my line might look a little bit different than yours, but if you can draw a line that kind of hits the bottom of these two and then hits the top of this one, you're looking at the same line as I am. So something to keep in mind is this line we've gotten rejected from today, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how that plays out into the future. Let's take a look at our EMAs, and as we could see, our A EMA comes in right at 607, and we did close above that A EMA. Now, if you know me, I like looking at that daily, or that A EMA on the daily chart. So the fact that we're above it is good news to me, but we'll kind of see how that goes. And then the 21 EMA, which is the next one, comes in right at 558. But what I like looking more in the Tesla chart is the 4-hour chart, and what we'll see here is, all the EMAs are sort of really close with each other. They're all kind of in the 612. So we've got the 8 EMA at 612, the 21 at 613, and the 34 at 606. So within kind of Two of them are kind of within $1 of each other, but all of them are within like $6 of each other, which, I mean, for those of you guys that follow Tesla, right, $6 move for Tesla is nothing, chump change. It's kind of a boring day, right? But what we saw was, what we'll see is that the 55 EMA was coming in at 590, and our bounce was kind of right off of that level, right? So what we see here is, our low for this was definitely, it was 596, right? But this 34 EMA, which the number is right there, is kind of where the bottom of this candle is, right? So the bottom of the red candle for this 4-hour chart, and the green candle, kind of the bottom price was over here where we started. So that level, right, that perfectly shows us that level acted as a good support, because it's the bottom of a red candle and the start of a green candle. So that's exactly where the reversal happened. And that level currently is at 606, but obviously that changes. So feel free to add the 34 EMA on your own chart, right? 824.134 to kind of monitor that if you're someone who actively watches Tesla. And then we've got the 55 EMA at 591, which is, which could be a point that we bounce off of in the future. So those are kind of levels that I'm looking at from a technical analysis perspective. From a kind of high and low points of support and points of resistance, and based on price action, right? Yesterday we made a lower low than we did today. So if the stock goes down, I'm not only looking at those EMAs, but I'm also looking at kind of the price action, right? So our low for today was 596. I'm looking at that level to see if we can find support there. I'm also looking at the day before, yesterday's low of 566 to see as a potential level of reversal, where we could potentially find some support as well. Moving up, right, we are kind of far away from our high for today, which was at 624. So again, level to watch, kind of aligns with this with this line right here that we would like to break through and get back in this kind of trading range. And then the high, and we've set kind of lower highs for the last 3 days. So high of 624, 627, and 654 would be kind of things that I'm watching for. And then let me bring in my Tastyworks and we can kind of see what is going on there. So let me bring this up, and this is not the ticker we are hoping to see. We're looking for Tesla. You know that I'm watching this, I'm watching the 15 EMA on the 4-hour chart because of this right here. So back in kind of end of August, right, when we broke below this 15 EMA, we fell all the way to the 180-day SMA, which was a fall from kind of the 460s to 340s, a pretty decent drop. And then kind of happened again about a month or so later in September, where we fell from kind of the 430s and found support in the 370s. So closely monitoring that from my end. I don't necessarily think that it's going to fall all the way to the 180-day SMA, which right now comes in at 490. But I do think that, if we don't capture this 15 EMA soon, that we could see a little bit of selling pressure on the kind of downside. So zooming in here, right, what we see is, green candle, we were hitting up against it twice, and then we were above it for a little bit, and then the red candle, and then we haven't been able to close above this line for the past kind of 6 or 7 periods. So that is getting kind of worrisome to me. Again, don't think we fall all the way to the 180-day SMA at 490, since we are kind of just a little above 600 right now. But, if previous history or trend is any indication, then we could see a little bit of selling pressure coming soon. The difference between last time and now, of course, is that we have the S&P inclusion news, which could keep the stock going for a little bit longer. And maybe we don't see as crazy of a sell-off. So that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Have an amazing weekend. Had a great trading week this week and stayed green. I know it was kind of weird with those red days in there, but healthy pullbacks are necessary and important part of the stock market. So it's only good for us in the long run if we have a little bit of pullbacks. That's all I had for you guys today. If you guys haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and like this video. Comment down below what your plans with Tesla are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.